Mega Knight's still going to get a jump and actually hopefully take care of the cannon, and just like that, my boy is out of elixir. I'm going to go in with guards because I know he's really low on elixir right now. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to get down here. He's probably just going to lose his whole tower. Really well played to us. We did not panic. We knew with the elixir count, we were good. Ew, what is up, gamers? It is Durkee here, and today we're going to be cooking up our opponents with the deck that the #3 player in the world right now is using, and it is this Mega Knight, Ram Rider, Goblinstein deck, and it looks disgusting. But genuinely, one of the reasons I was really excited to play this deck is you don't see a lot of Mega Knight on top ladder, especially after the balance changes. This is one of the most unique decks that I see one of the top players actually using. And the reason I wanted to make a video on it is because whenever a deck like this that has Mega Knight bridge spam is good at top ladder, that means it's usually really good at mid ladder and at the lower levels of Ultimate Champion. So if you are in need of a deck and you want to push up a couple hundred trophies, I feel like this deck is really great for that. One of the easiest pushes you can do is go for a Ram Rider in the back, drop an Evo Mega Knight in front of it, and then split your Evo Archers at the bridge, and it is just a nightmare to defend. And if the #3 player in the world can do it, you can do it too. Maybe. But that's why I'm here. I'm going to show you how to cook people with this deck because, as we know, talk is cheap. So come along for the ride and I will teach you how to use this deck. Our first match of the video here, gonna switch overlays so you can see my cards, and I am so excited to show y'all this deck. I think it's really underrated. Like I said, not a ton of Mega Knight in the tippy top areas of ladder. Okay, looks like we might be up here against 2.6. I don't know for sure, but just from the starting cards. Okay, actually it's gonna be Royal Hogs. Okay, so Royal Hogs, this deck is everywhere, man. I'm so sick of seeing this deck, man. It is so annoying, and it's just good. Like, whenever a deck is good, it's very easy to be frustrated by it. I'm gonna pop this because I think he's gonna pop the ability, and I think it still connects. No, it doesn't. Okay, I didn't know that interaction apparently. Okay, I'm just gonna drop a rage here. Maybe he'll go skeletons. Yeah, he goes delivery. I don't want him to know that I'm running Mega Knight. Yeah, exactly. Because Mega Knight does really decent against the Hogs, as you can see there. If he's any player worth his salt, he will be splitting Royal Hogs from now on. I'm going to utilize this counter push. I don't really expect anything from this if he's a good player. I don't expect to break through because this deck has really good counters. Yeah. Oh, wow, we actually do. That's so funny. Yeah, that was lucky. I mean, a really good player there I think could have defended better. But it is what it is. The one thing I need to be mindful of is giving Earthquake value. I definitely don't want to give Earthquake value in any capacity. We could possibly go for a King Terra activation as well, but we'll just see how things pan out. Okay. I'm just going to go Goblinstein at the bridge again. I don't expect too much from this. I know he doesn't have delivery and cycle though, so... Ooh, getting the cannon out of hand is actually awesome for us. I think I might just do this. Maybe force him to use the ability early and rage... Queen almost goes down. That's unfortunate for us. Yeah, like I said, he does in fact split the Hogs. I go guards high to keep the pigs off of my tower, and we do not get King Tower activated. We do. Okay, there we go. I think that was worth it for us to get the King Tower activated there. We survived the Evo Skeletons as well, and like I said, he's splitting his Royal Hog, so that's really good. I'm actually going to slow roll Mega Knight here because he doesn't have Hogs in hand, and if he does, we can go Evo Archers low, and it won't be that good of a push for him. Yeah, he wisely sets up a defense. That's definitely the right play. We're going to split the Archers immediately, and then we're going to go Ram Rider. I'm going to try and Fisherman away the Queen, or like force him to pop the ability. Yeah, and he does actually pop the ability. So now I can go arrows here, and the Mega Knight's going to be on the tower, and there's nothing he can do about it. Nice, nice. He had to spend so much to retarget that Mega Knight. He just ended up eating those Archers. Okay, perfect. Now we're actually up in Elixir, which is great for us. We're just going to reset. He doesn't have like a lightning or any like massive spell like that. Okay, that was kind of... I think that was a bad play in my opinion. I guess his thought was like that the Mega Knight is not going to be pushing in the opposite lane, which is not a bad thought. But he still has to defend all of this. I will just arrows if he goes cannon, or even Evo Skeletons are worth arrowsing. He has to spend on the left and the right, so the Ram Rider is going to connect. And now we're almost at the point where we can start spell cycling. Almost. Not quite. I'm actually going to go Goblinstein and then guards. Pop the ability here. The Goblinstein's going to tank for the Queen ability. The King Tower activation, paying dividends. I feel like that was not the best Queen ability. We're going to go like this. And at this point, I'm just going to start cycling the Arrows Rage because I don't need really that much damage to break through, and I want to force him to have to spend. And at this point in the game, it's going to be really hard for him to get any significant damage without overextending. You know what I mean? Like, every card in our deck gives us a counter push, pretty much, other than the spells. So it's like, look, now he has to spend all these guards, and he's going to give me spell value. I want to force him to pop the ability. He doesn't. He probably should have, because that guard's going to maybe take his tower. And that's a good game. Really well played to us. I don't know why he's BMing it after he's playing one of the best decks in the meta. So we're going to hold that W. See you in the next match. Alright, in our next match here against Emmanuel. See, he's rocking the spirits in his banner. Maybe he likes cycle decks. In terms of starting plays with this deck, I think splitting archers is probably the best play. You have other decent air defenses. Okay. Can't say I've seen that. Maybe he's running Expo or something. I don't know. That was a crazy play. We're going to see if we can pull off a nice punish here. If your opponent does this, it's definitely worth spamming them, I feel like. I mean, he's going to be able to defend this, so he knows what he's doing, apparently. All right, we're just going to let this go. So what? Arrows, Inferno Tower. Kind of looks like a log bait deck, but like just shades of a log bait deck. I'm just going to go for the guards here. King Tower activation going to pay dividends on defense here. And we have a wee bit of a counter push. I'll be ready if he goes like skeletons or something. Yeah, we'll rage this up. Because these guards actually kind of do like a sneaky good amount of damage. Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, we're going to go Fish Boy here. I actually should have placed it higher because it would have prevented it from getting any damage at all. Okay, that was a really aggressive lightning by my opponent. Like, really, really, really aggressive. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to go Ram Rider as well. Because he probably won't be able to afford Inferno Tower until late. And by then, hopefully the Doctor locks on. And now he's like super, super low on Elixir. So really bad lightning, and that's something that I feel like this deck does really well, is it punishes extreme over-aggressions. And this is a good arrows for us as well, just to make sure that Ram Rider gets as much damage as possible. So really bad plays from my opponent, I'm not even going to lie. So hopefully that's helpful. Like if you're playing against someone who is a mid-ladder menace like we're seeing with this guy right here, he can afford arrows, but guards are pretty arrows resistant. And you can see that King Tower activation limited that to only one shot on the tower. So that was nice. Yeah, if you play someone who's over-aggressive, that is what this deck is really good at, is punishing over-aggressions. I mean, you have the Mega Knight, you have the Ram Rider, you have the Goblinstein, and bro's BMing, but I don't know why he's mad. Like, he's playing like an absolute bot, so I don't know what bro is upset about. I'm going to Fisherman to pull up the Musketeer, and then he's going to go for an Inferno, but the real... Oh, wait, that was a really bad Inferno, I feel like, because Goblinstein can reset it. Nice, okay, yeah, that was a really bad Inferno Tower, and now we have a Mega Knight, and the great thing about the Mega Knight is he doesn't have Inferno in hand. He goes for the defensive Hog, but that's not going to do anything, and at this point, my man is going to lose. That's just the only thing I have to say is that this man is going to lose. That's it. He has no Elixir. He's fighting for his life right now. Fish Boy's getting eaten up. Now, Musketeer, though. We tried. Alright, we're just going to reset here. We're going to go like this. If he goes in for a Hog, we're going to slam the Mega Knight on it. Okay, no Inferno Tower in cycle. He goes for really bad arrows. We're going to do this. We're going to rage it up. He doesn't have a building. So GG's to Emmanuel. Not the best plays, but I mean, that's what this deck does. If someone plays bad, you can go ahead and get an easy dub. So we'll hold it. We'll see you in the next match. Alright, up here against Bob the Builder. Nice. We're going to give him the good luck. With my starting hand, I like to wait just a minute, and then you can cycle a Rage. This is definitely one of those decks where it's like better to be reactive than proactive. You kind of want to be going off of what your opponent drops. Okay, he goes Expo. I'm actually going to go Goblinstein into it, and then pop the ability and arrows, just to DPS everything down as quickly as possible. This deck actually does pretty decent against Goblinstein, I feel like. Or sorry, against Expo. Especially in double elixir. In single elixir, sometimes you can get put in an awkward position. But in double elixir, it's like really hard for them to break through. That's kind of why I feel like Expo is kind of a dying skill, if you will. A dying breed, Expo players. It's like in double and triple elixir, dude. It's just so hard to break through. Especially with evolutions. I feel like evolutions have been really bad for Expo. Alright. He doesn't have Expo in cycle quite yet, so I'm going to do this. I don't have to worry about him going Expo opposite lane. Okay. Might even try and pull this knight to our side of the bridge. Just even if he fireballs this, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this go. I wasn't expecting Mega Minion. That's like kind of unorthodox in an Expo deck, to be completely honest. Okay. gonna go like this. My thought process here is he doesn't have a Tesla in cycle, and then so we can go Ram Rider. In best case scenario, he gets like a Fireball. Nice, and I'm actually kind of glad that he did that. We can go Rage here, sneak through. Nice, nice, perfectly played. And now we have arrows here, and we're gonna get tons and tons of damage. So that was kind of playing the long game, right? I'm like, okay, he can get a Fireball off, but because he doesn't have a Tesla in hand, we're gonna be able to exploit. He's not back to Fireball, so these archers are gonna get lots of value. So it looks like an Expo, but with a Mega Minion instead of a something. And at this point, double elixir gets better for us. As the match goes on, it gets better for us. That's all that we really need to know. 2-1. I'm gonna go oops, Mega Knight at the back, and go for a Ram Rider like this, just to keep distracting the Expo until the Mega Knight gets there. Perfect. And we're gonna rage arrows onto everything. Once the Tesla pops up, we're gonna go arrows. Beautiful. Archers double DPS it down, and the Mega Knight is splashing onto the Expo. Those archers absolutely shredding that Mega Minion. Holy moly, and this is just GG's. So yeah, Expo, like I said, it's a tough time to be an Expo player, if I'm being honest. It just is. So I respect my man for trying to be different and play a different deck, but our deck is just a little better, especially if you can survive to double elixir and not get caught out. You're going to be fine. So GG's to Bob the Builder. We're going to hold that W, and we'll see you in the next match. Cakes, pancakes, pancakes. Up here against Zone Biro. Like I said, split archers. Whenever they split skeletons, I'm like, all right, where's the hog? Where's the something? Okay, going to be a cycle deck. Could be 2.6. Could be Expo. I'm just going to let it breathe for a second. Looks like they're going to leak, so I'm going to go with the Ram Rider. Ooh, Golden Knight. Could be, it kind of looks like Electro Giant. I saw people playing a really popular, a really good Electro Giant deck. Okay, he pops the ability. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go Fisherman like this, and then, Golden Knight ability actually, no, it did not block. Perfect. So we do get the King Tower activation. We actually took a lot of damage, though. I'm not, like, super satisfied with how much damage we took, though, to be honest. Alright, good to know. Some of those guards are going to sneak on for a little bit of chippy chip. King Tower activation will definitely pay dividends, but, like I said, just not great. Okay, Doc is going to get a little bit of chip. Okay. I'm actually going to defend this with a Mega Knight and just let him get one shot on the tower and try and take advantage of a counter push while I don't think his building is in cycle. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and do this. He's going to pop the ability probably as soon as he gets enough elixir. He actually doesn't. And that Evo Ice Spirit is going to probably save the day. So really well played to my opponent. Mega Knight's still going to get a jump and actually hopefully take care of the cannon. And just like that, my boy is out of elixir damn near. He's going to keep spamming troops, so I'm going to go in with guards because I know he's really low on elixir right now. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to get down here. He's probably just going to lose his whole tower. So really, really well played to us. We did not panic. We knew with the elixir count, we were good. And that all started because of the way that we defended the Hog Rider. Like, that was why we were in that position in the first place. So we'll see if he pops the ability. Yeah, I'm just going to let it go because King Tower is going to be great. Alright, I'm just going to go Mega Knight in the back and clog this lane. If he wants to go Hog into an Evo Mega Knight, he's more than welcome to. Nice. He sets up the Musketeer. I can't say that I blame him. We're actually going to get great spell value, though. And then I'm just going to Fisherman like this to take care of the Muskie. And now he definitely does not want to push into this lane. I can tell you that right now. We're going to go Ram Rider here. Keep up the pressure. Nice. Horrible Evo Skeletons, and my man is in trouble right now. My man's not thinking about offense, I can tell you that. Instead of pressuring for the 3 crown, I'm just going to clog this lane. Make sure that he doesn't want to go Hog Rider into it, because even if he hogs in the opposite lane, there's no point. So, GG's against this Hog Rider player. I feel like the way that we played it put us in a position to win, obviously. I guess that goes without saying. Alright, we're going to pop this ability here. And nice. I feel like the big takeaway from that matchup is sometimes you have to crack an egg to make an omelet. So you can see we took a little damage here and there, but this deck thrives off of the counter push. So don't panic, stay calm, and utilize the counter push. We'll see you in the next match. Up here against Gyarados. Ooh, and he's running Dagger Duchess. That's actually very good for us, to be honest. We're going to go like this here. By most accounts, that's good for us. I'm just going to let this go. He's going to get Fire Spirit damage onto the tower. But yeah, Goblin, Dagger Duchess, notoriously just not great against bridge spam decks in general. We're going to pop this ability, and holy moly. Oh my gosh. That is so much doctor value. That just took care of everything. That was just bad by my opponent. He gave us so much doctor value. Cool. And as the match goes on, Dagger Duchess just gets worse and worse and worse. I'm going to go Fisherman here because I think he's going to pop the ability. Just pull this up towards the middle. This way 2 tower troops are targeting in it. So just a free +1 elixir trade for us. I'm not 100% sure what the train of thought there was, but it is what it is. Alright, he just wasted 4 elixir, so I'm going to go like this. You can see that that's actually going to defend both lanes. And Mega Knight, in general, is so strong against Dagger Duchess. Even if he goes for, like, recruits here, I'm just going to rage everything up. But, yeah, I'm just going to rage this up. I think it's fine. Ram Rider's going to go crazy. Mega Knight's going to go crazy. And we're just going to split archers. We're definitely going to take damage here. Actually, I think it's better to split guards. Let's split guards here. We just got to wait, bide our time, and go like this. Nice. Pretty good. Pretty good given the circumstances. That was definitely like a pretty aggressive play by us. We're going to go Fisherman High here. Same thing as last time. Just going to pull it in. Unfortunately, I misplaced it a little bit, but it actually isn't going to matter. So at this point, we can kind of just park the bus and go for spell cycles. The Evo Goblin drill I'm a little worried about, but not that much. Okay. I don't want this jumping on my tower, so that was a really smart play. Force out positive elixir trade, like +2 elixir trade for him. But if we just park an Evo Mega Knight in the back, like, it's really good for us. Plus, he doesn't even have Evo Royal recruits, he just has normal recruits. And then what we can do is we can go for like a split Goblinstein, and it'll get a lot of value. Okay, my fault here. Okay, let's go like that. I actually predicted the drill on the wrong side, so that's on me. I'm going to go for low Evo archers to kind of clean up my mistake. Beautiful, beautiful, and we're going to be okay. Back to a second set of recruits, but we're really not too worried about it right now. I'm going to let that push go. I think that's the right decision. We're going to go Mega Knight, and then this is the real push right here. This is the real push. No recruits in cycle. He pops the ability. It actually does really well, but because Dagger Duchess is so bad, we rage this up and it's GG's. So well played to us. Again, not panicking. Panic is the enemy in this matchup. All they can do is go for a last-second Goblin drill. We're going to be ready with guards, archers. So don't panic when you play this deck. Have confidence in your defense. Know when to go in with the counter push. We'll go ahead and say good luck back. We'll see you in the next game. Okay. Up here against Shakti. I have a dog hair in my mouth. Perks of having a dog at home. Are we going to give him the good luck? Just wait. Skeletons don't really do too much for me, so I'm just going to cycle a rage here. Ooh, and what do you know? Another Royal Hogs matchup in this video. We're going to go ahead and pop a Mega Knight down. And like I said, this deck is... There are things that they can do. Like, a lot of people are like, oh god, like Royal Hogs, like Mega Knight destroys Royal Hogs. Like, no, there are a lot of things they can do to make this matchup not really good for you. So don't think that this is like an instant win for us by any means. Okay. I'm just going to let that get one shot. Call it a day. Oh, it actually got 2 shots. I should have played a card there. That was my fault. And you can see right off the bat, even though we had that Mega Knight, we're down. We're down bad. I do want to go same lane in this matchup, I feel like, if possible. And, you know, in general, try and utilize a counter push. Okay, we're up in Elixir, so I'm going to do this. I know he has a cannon. Not quite in cycle. This is a good rage. Ooh, bad delivery placement, I feel. Okay, and we're going to pop this ability. Yes, beautiful. Take care of those Evo Skeletons. And just like that, we've neutralized, or maybe neutralized is the wrong term, but we've brought back the game script. We're going to have guards ready if he goes for Hogs EQ or something like that. He says GG's. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but... okay, now we have Evo Mega Knight. I mean, there are things he can do, but... It's just not easy. I mean, I'm not going to lie to him. I'm okay cycling the Fisherman. If he goes Hogs opposite lane, I have the Mega Knight. Okay. Always trying to make sure I have enough elixir for the Mega Knight. He's going to pop the ability here, so we're going to go guards. Nice. The fish, like, slowed down the queen, so that was really nice for us. Okay. Evo Ice Spirit, I hope that jumps, and it does. Okay, let's go ahead and just plop this Mega Knight down here. Beautiful, beautiful. And my man needs to have a defense of a lifetime right now. I want to wait for the delivery. Okay, archers actually. There's the delivery. Rage, rage, rage. Mega Knight on the tower and arrows, and that's a good game. Yeah, I mean, it is a tough defense. I'm not going to lie. I've seen good players do it, but it's just you have so much extra elixir because you defend with troops. That is what this deck does. You defend with troops, and then your opponents just can't stop it. So, looks like my opponent's going to give up here. Like I said, I can't say that I blame him. Them, you know, whatever. Yeah, let's go like this and wrap it up. So, GG's to Shakti. If you are sick of playing against Royal Hogs and you're sick of losing to Royal Hogs, this might be a good deck for you to try out. So, another easy win. We're going to hold it. We'll see you in the next game. Pancakes, pancakes. All right, into likely our last match of the video. We're right around the between 20 or 30 minute mark, and that seems to be like the sweet spot of the video. So if you made it to the last game, shout outs to you. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you've enjoyed the content. It's always satisfying to see, you know, people cook with other decks. He goes Fireball. I'm just gonna go at Ram Rider. I don't expect too much. Yeah, I don't expect too much from this push, but we will get a little something, and I don't think we'll have to respond to this mini P.E.K.K.A, so that's great. That alone, I feel like, was worth it. I'm paranoid of like a zap or a freeze, so I'm just gonna go guards here. They're full HP. Okay, I don't know if I agree with that play. Just felt kind of aggressive. Maybe he didn't expect me to have arrows, but again, calm, cool, and collected on defense. Boom, arrows, fisherman, and he ate that all of those guards. So, very, very easy. I think one of the biggest tips I can give to people, and I talk about this when I do coaching and stuff, is like just being calm. Like Clash doesn't have to be a fast-paced game. You know, you're supposed to play it slow, almost like chess in a sense. Nice, okay. Good Mega Knight there. The reason I waited is because I wanted them all to cluster up right by the King Tower. And at this point, he's cooked. All they can do is go like minions or something. So I'm gonna save arrows. I feel like okay, well, I don't know about that. Yeah, okay, well. Didn't go minions, that's probably the right play, but I meant that was like the only thing that could kind of stop that. So Ram Rider doing work. I'm gonna save my arrows. Yeah, I'm gonna save arrows in case he goes like Hog with this. Then I can go Hog Fisherman or something, but I think he's just gonna let it go. So we're gonna go guards here. And these will actually threaten to take the tower if he doesn't play anything on them. Okay. My man did the same thing and expected a different result. No, no. This can't be, no. Okay, alright. This guy's an absolute bot, so I think I'm just gonna cut the game here, and I'm gonna play one more because this person is just like so bad, or like they're playing so poorly. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna give up. I mean, I feel like I would give up. No, they're not gonna give up, but they should. They should give up. I'm just gonna rage up the Mega Knight here. Go Fisherman down low. Yeah, look at that Mega Knight just tearing into that tower. King Tower activation is gonna be great here. Beautiful. You're beautiful. Okay. I lied. We're not going to cut the video. I just want to make sure that we can actually win this. Let's go Mega Knight like this. In the pocket. Archers to support. And hopefully he gives up. Alright, GG's. We're going to play one more because this game was not satisfying. We're going to hold that W. I'll see you in the next match. Okay, into our last match of the video. For real. It's always a mixed bag when you're doing a grand challenge. I don't have a lot of these cards at level 15, so I can't play them on ladder. So I'm doing it in a grand challenge, and sometimes people are good, and sometimes people are bad. It is what it is. Okay, he does that. I think I'm going to go Goblinstein here, just to make sure that doesn't get any damage. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. If I grab this and snatch it up, and then... Hang on. Okay, let's do this. Beautiful. Nice. Now this prince just gets, like, obliterated. I think I'm gonna let this go. I'm tempted to go Ram Rider, but this is still gonna do a decent amount of damage anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna let this go. Okay, so he's playing a form of log bait. As someone who mains log bait, I feel as though I can do well in this matchup. Okay, guards are actually gonna warrant a response, so I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna try and cycle to my archers. The thing with log bait is they'll be running you the whole time, and then you only need like one good play to kind of bring it back. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna go Ram Rider here and get ready to rage depending on what he plays. He said well played. I agree. Look at that Fisherman absolutely pulling away that Prince. Oof. Look at that's what I'm talking about. Look at that damage. And that was because we had the Fisherman counter pushing. Like that was such a good utilization of our counter push, and now we're looking great. Okay, we're gonna go guards over here, and then I'm just gonna rage on this side. That was well played, I feel like. Not really, never mind. Yeah, he made a mistake. He said, oops. He knows that that was definitely not what he was looking for. And now we're up a good amount of elixir. And when you're up in elixir with this deck, that's when stuff gets dangerous. That's all I'm going to say. That's when stuff gets dangerous. Okay, so we're going to go like this. I'm going to split my Goblin Spine and set up a push here. The Prince is the card that can just like kind of melt a lot of my pushes. So we're going to try and nab it. I'm actually going to ignore the barrel. I think it'll pay dividends in the end. Okay, and indeed it did. And indeed, it did pay dividends. And that's what I'm talking about, knowing when to defend. Like, most of the time, I'd be like, yes, defend the barrel. But in that instance, it was not worth it to defend the barrel. It was better to know, yeah, he gave up. It was better to know that we were going to get more from attacking than defending. And he just raged up the King Tower. So GG's to Trainer Jason. That was a much more satisfying match. I mean, my opponent was a lot more competent. So if you struggle with fate, just be patient. You're going to be losing a majority of the time. You have to know when to go in. You have to know when to defend. So we're going to hold that W and the 3 crown. And I'll catch y'all in the outro. And that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it to the outro, you're like my favorite person. I'll put the link to this deck in the YouTube description as well, so you can just open it inside of Clash Royale. Please give this deck a try. It's so good. It's so underrated. And the skill floor is relatively low. So if you're not that good of a player, or you're someone who's not even an Ultimate Champion, this deck is still very strong. So there are a lot of decks that I play that are difficult to learn. This isn't one of them. Top 3 player in the world uses this deck as well, so it also has a high skill ceiling. That's enough yapping from me. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. It means so much. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.